Let's talk about finding the best dog trainer for you and your dog right here in Plantation. Having a well-trained pup just makes life better for everyone. So let's figure out how to find that perfect professional to help you out.
Think about it. Life with a dog in our community means navigating everything from quiet neighborhood sidewalks to some of our busier local spots. And honestly, good training is what makes the difference between a stressful outing and a really peaceful, happy life together.
So before you even start Googling trainers, the very first step is to figure out what kind of help you're actually looking for. It's all about understanding your dog's specific challenges and, just as important, what fits with your lifestyle. Two of the most common options you're going to see are in-home training and group classes. Now, in-home is fantastic for tackling issues that happen right there in your house, like barking at the door or jumping on guests. But on the other hand, group classes are excellent for helping your dog learn to focus around the distraction of other dogs and people. That's a huge part of socialization. Okay, this table is basically a cheat sheet for matching the problem to the right solution. See, if your dog jumps on everyone walking through the door, in-home training is perfect for working on that in the exact environment where it happens. For something like leash pulling, you could go either way. In-home or group classes can both be really effective. And for the more complex stuff like reactivity or anxiety, you'll probably want to look for a specialized behavior consultation. All right, so now that you have a clearer idea of what you need, let's talk about how to find a qualified professional who can actually help you and your dog reach those goals. You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. It's really the foundation of almost all modern, effective dog training. This approach isn't just about being nice to your dog, it's incredibly effective because it teaches them what you want them to do. And that builds trust and makes learning a fun, positive experience for both of you. This is a really important point for us here in Florida. The dog training industry is not regulated, which means there's no official state license. So, how do you know if a trainer actually knows what they're doing? Well, the best way is to look at their professional certifications. It shows they're committed to ongoing education and professional standards. I know, these can look like a bit of an alphabet soup, but they're so important. These aren't just letters. They represent some pretty tough testing and a commitment to professional, science-based methods. For example, a KPA or CPDT certification is excellent for general training, while those IABC or CBCC credentials, well, they show advanced expertise in complex issues like aggression. Seeing one of these tells you the trainer is serious about their work. Of course, budget is always a factor, right? This gives you a realistic idea of the typical training costs you can expect here in the Plantation and Greater Broward County area. You can see the whole range from more affordable group classes all the way up to those intensive and, more expensive board and train programs. This should help you figure out which format fits what you're looking to invest. Okay, once you've narrowed it down to a potential trainer or two, it is time for an interview. And asking just a few direct questions is really the best way to make sure they're the right fit for you and your dog. You should really think of this as your hiring checklist. You'll want to ask about their methods, confirm those credentials we just talked about, and get a clear idea of how they'll tailor a plan specifically for your dog. A free initial consultation is also a really great sign because it lets you get a feel for their style before you make a big commitment. Finding a trainer is just the beginning. The real progress happens when you take the skills you learn in a session and you apply them out in the real world, right here in our own community. And as you're out practicing, it's so important to remember our local Plantation and Broward County rules. Things like the 6-foot leash law and the annual registration, they're all in place to help keep everyone in the community, both two-legged and four-legged, safe and happy. So where can you go practice all these new skills? The walking paths over at Plantation Central Park or the Preserve Linear Trail are just perfect for working on that loose leash walking. And if you need a safe, fenced-in area to practice recall, nearby spots like Volunteer Park or the Bark Park at Quiet Waters are excellent resources. Finding the right trainer is truly an investment in a happier, more peaceful life with your dog. A well-trained companion just opens up a world of possibilities, letting you confidently enjoy everything our community has to offer, from a simple walk downtown to relaxing with friends and family right at home.